Hey guys, welcome to Scrummy Kitchen. Today we will be making a very simple and easy, yummy, delicious chocolate cake. And you can either call it as chocolate cake or chocolate truffle or chocolate fudge, because today I'll be adding so much of chocolate into it and I'm going to be making it very yummy and interesting. So it is going to be very simple. Today I'll be showing you this eggless chocolate cake, which will be prepared in kadai. I'm not going to use any oven or any OTG. So we'll be baking this cake in a kadai. So that sounds interesting, right? So without wasting time, let's get started. But before getting started, let me tell you the ingredients needed for the recipe. Let's go out with the main ingredient, which is 1 cup of maida, that is refined flour, and here I have around 1/3 cup of curd, and here I have 3/4 cup of sugar. I haven't powdered the sugar. If you want, you can powder it. And here I have some milk, which is for making the chocolate sauce. And here I have around 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder and half a cup of milk, which is for the batter. And here I have 1 teaspoon of baking powder and half teaspoon of baking soda. And here I have some choco chips for the toppings. And here I have 1/4 cup of melted butter. And here I have some Crispellos. Dairy Milk Crispellos are one of the most tasty and yummy chocolates. I love Crispello. This is also for the toppings. And here I have around 150 grams of dark compound chocolate, which is available in every market. If you don't get this dark compound, you can also use the Dairy Milk dark chocolate, but make sure it is not rich in cocoa. It has to be only the 50% cocoa chocolate. You get it, like which is mainly meant for cakes. So you will get this chocolate. So this is around 150 grams. So only this much. Without wasting time, let's get started when preparing the cake. Here I have taken a mixing bowl. To this, first let's add the curd. Now let's add the butter. With this, now add the sugar. Now start mixing this. While baking the cake, the consistency is very important. So please make sure the consistency comes out really well. So you have to whisk this for about 2 to 3 minutes. So now you can see this is the consistency you must get. Okay. Now let's add the dry ingredients. So now we are going to sieve the dry ingredients. First add the maida. With this, now add the cocoa powder. Now add the baking powder and baking soda. Now sieve this. So now the dry ingredients are added. Now let's start mixing this. Mix it gently. All the dry ingredient has to combine well. So now almost the dry ingredients has combined well. Now at this stage, now let's add the milk. So here I have taken half a cup of milk. Add the milk gradually. Now mix it. Now I didn't add this remaining milk because for me this milk is enough. If you want, you can add a little bit, but then this is the right consistency. See, you can see it. It is ready. Let's keep this aside and we'll preheat the kadai. I have taken an aluminium kadai. To this I haven't added any salt or stand. Directly I'm going to place the baking tray to this. So now we are going to preheat this kadai on a medium flame for about 5 to 8 minutes. So meanwhile, let's transfer the batter into the baking tray. Here I have taken 2-inch baking tray. So this is the size. After this, let's apply some butter. So now I have applied butter. Here I will be giving 2 tips. One is add unsalted butter to the batter as well as to the baking tray. Second, if you don't have butter, you can either add sunflower oil or vegetable oil. But in sunflower oil, the same ratio, you need not change the amount of oil to the cake. Okay. Now let's add the batter to the baking tray. So now I have transferred the batter to the baking tray. Now what you'll have to do is just have to tap in order to avoid the bubbles. So now this is ready and 8 minutes is over, and now let's place this into the kadai. So now 8 minutes is done. Let's open. The kadai has preheated well. To this now, let's place the baking tray. Be very careful while placing it. So now close this kadai and put it on a low flame. Cook this cake for about 25 to 30 minutes. Okay. So meanwhile, let's prepare the chocolate sauce for the cake. So for making the chocolate sauce, here I have taken a bowl and added some water. The water has boiled well. At this stage, let me place a bowl. So we are going to make the chocolate sauce on a double boiling method. Okay. Now let's add the chocolate. To this, add very little milk. So now start mixing this. The chocolate has started melting. Now the chocolate ganache sauce is ready. This has to cool down completely and then put it in the refrigerator. So now 30 minutes is done. The cake is also ready. To check whether the cake is ready or not, just use a toothpick. Just insert. See, it has to come like this. A clean toothpick. So if it is like that, then the cake is perfectly ready. Now switch off the gas. Let this cool down for about 15 minutes. Now this has cooled down completely. Now let's remove the cake from the baking tray. Use a knife to remove it. Here I have taken a plate. Now just see how soft and spongy it is. If you press, you will know. Now what I'm going to do is just cut the upper layer. Okay. Now I have removed the upper layer. The cake is ready for toppings. Let's start the decoration now. So now let's apply the chocolate ganache. So just rotate the plate while applying the ganache so that you will have a smooth finish. So now I have applied the ganache. Now let's top this cake with some choco chips. So you can also use white choco chips, or any toppings. Now let's fill these edges with Crispello. So now just place this and for the support, I have just applied some ganache and then I'm placing it. So, ta-da! Our super easy, yummy, delicious, tasty chocolate fudge cake is ready. I've just done the decoration like how I know. It's a very simple and easy decoration. I hope it looks attractive. Yeah, I've just topped with some chocolate chips and with some crispelos. As I said, you can use any chocolate. So this is very simple. Just make this cake and give to your loved ones. They will definitely love this. So if you like this recipe, like the video, share the video, comment the video, and do not forget to subscribe to my kitchen. For more notifications, hit the bell button. Thank you.